And I was like, yeah, probably because the fucking show eats dick. You know?
But I thought the ratings were doing good.
Well,
But that's probably like, it might be one of the things like how they say The Walking Dead's ratings are fucking tanking, but it's still like the most watched thing on TV. But it's 10 years down the goddamn
compared to
road.
not. Everyone's quitting. Did you read that today? It just kept popping up.
No, it's fucking Andrew Lincoln's quitting Walking Dead.
Yeah?
And Lauren Cohen.
They're quitting it?
He's done after the end of the next season. She's done midway through.
What?
Yeah, Rick Grimes is gone.
I guess their contracts are up, and her contract's up like in the middle of the season. And there's nothing of negotiations, or they don't seem interested in signing another one.
Well, Andrew Lincoln just said he's fucking over it.
I fell off hard on The Walking Dead. I don't give a fuck.
I'm trying real hard. They're changing showrunner this year again.
Yeah. Oof.
They needed it
Yeah.
real bad. But I'm going to give it one more season. If they can't get through this,
Checking out.
yeah.
Well, not to sound like this guy, but like if Rick isn't going to be on the show anymore, I'm not going to watch it anymore.
But
this is probably the last season I ever watch.
They did sign Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Norman Reedus to like some big contracts though for it. So like, you still have your Rick and Negan storyline with Daryl
kind of assuming the role.
Yeah, like how everybody's taking everybody else's fucking storylines half the time anyway.
I just always thought that show should have, like, it's the story of Rick Grimes. Like, you follow his story.
Yeah.
Like, when the show starts, you're in the hospital with Rick. You learn with Rick as he learns what's going on in the world.
Rick.
And I know, like, when they do comic-inspired shows, they can always deviate. They always kind of have that freedom to deviate. But, like, that show, those seasons in between, some of even the parts that were like, ugh, there were still parts where, like, oh, Rick Grimes is so bad, fucking ass.
Right.
Like, he's so fucking badass.
He's a bad motherfucker.
When he bites that dude's neck and spits it out, and that is one of the crazy. And it's just like, I think that's in a part of the show that I'm just like, oh.
That season was good, like the Terminus season.
Okay. I couldn't place
That's when
where
Rick
that
was just a fucking straight savage.
They were like out there
Psychopath.
eating dogs and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what, like, and like,
That's the season.
last season, like when he puts on his murder coat, like that one of the the neck piece,
He pointed that out
might
to
have
me.
missed that.
He pointed that out to me. That coat that he wears.
that leather jacket with like the bomber jacket.
It's always the one. It's always when he's murdering someone. when he's wearing.
God.
It's all bloodstained and shit.
I never even noticed that.
Like it used to be white, but now it's like brown.
Yeah, but
Murder suit.
This is murder coat.
I think that season he spends wearing that jacket like the most.
Yeah, that's where he really got it stained
What
up.
season?
5, I think it was.
Whatever the one where he
Oh,
bites
yeah.
that dude's
Oh,
throat.
shit.
When he-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like where they actually filmed in like the wintertime in Georgia and everybody had to wear a jacket, so instead of it being just nonstop swamp ass, everyone was freezing. That's fun. I don't have any problem with them killing Andrew Lincoln. I'm over it. I get like not everyone wants to do this for 30 years.
Well, I think that'll always
it's their
be-
own fuck up that they're at. Like they're trying to fucking still figure it out 9 seasons in. If they would have quit fucking around, because like that's why it's so like keeps going, because they're like, how do we end it? Look what we've done.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that'll always be the beauty of Breaking Bad, was they knew from the beginning the story was finite.
Yeah.
And that was what made it good. Was TV's not always going to run forever, and there's
But
ups and downs of
but
shows.
I'm
That's what
saying-
made The Sopranos
I'm
good.
yeah, and I'm saying, but like, how many other seasons where they've just drawn it out? Where had they just not done that shit, they could have had a whole bunch of these really good stories that they're doing at the last couple seasons with Negan and everything.
Dude,
They're
that could have been
sweet.
done over 2 seasons.
Yeah, but like it could have been done way like
Yes.
years ago.
Yes.
And you could have been coming to an end now.
This show is easily fixable.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, but
you
you
don't need
can't now.
16
It's-
episodes. You need 12
No,
a
yeah.
season.
But
because you get like, if you do 12 instead of 16, you're cutting out all 4 of those fucking bullshit story building episodes where there's some bitches on a beach somewhere and they don't want to murder everything. Yeah. I don't need that. Fuck off with that. I don't need to know where fucking Morgan's been.
It builds the universe.
I don't care how he learned karate.
That's true. Those are so bad. Ugh. Now he's crazy again.
Good. And he's on that other show.
Good.
Which I don't even know what the fuck's going on with that. I didn't keep up with that one.
Fear the Walking Dead?
Yeah.
I watched the first season. It was okay. And then I fell off on the regular Walking Dead. And I don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to watch much shit I don't give a shit about. I'm not going to do that.
But with this Roseanne thing, like, I really liked the reboot.
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking funny.
I didn't care much for Roseanne.
See, I didn't care for the original either, so like I was just like, who gives a fuck?
I didn't hate it though. Like I was telling him this. Like the show did a good job, like portraying an actual family as opposed to like a Hollywood
made up one.
Yeah, and that was the show deserves.
I mean, there's certainly worse sitcoms than it. So I'm like, I'm not saying it's garbage. I just didn't care for it.
Yeah,
wasn't my thing. It's too dated to me. I don't know. Was it when was it on? Like the late 80s, wasn't it?
No, it was on.
It was the early
like
90s?
91 through 99.
That sounds right.
Wow.
Yeah, it was on for like 9 years.
I didn't realize it was that long.
Oh yeah. Then like the last season was just ridiculous, and they ended it the best way it could have ended.
Roseanne tweeted something racist.
No, that's the reboot. That's how the reboot ended.
Oh my god.
No. In the final episode of the original series, they had won the lottery and it just got retardedly ridiculous the entire time. And then
it ended up she was writing.
Yeah, it was a story.
All a story.
It was all a story, and it just like it was just weeks after like Dan died at Darlene's wedding.
Died. 2 of the kids actually were like
swap
spots. It was actually like she had It was really strange.
Like she'd been writing the entire thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But then how they rebooted it and like what he was back and like
it was just
she's writing again. Is
that
the implication?
I believe so.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. And the story ends.
It's the story ends with her being a racist. Next time she's gonna be hardcore left.
Yeah.
She's gonna cyberbully someone who has a different opinion than her.
She's gonna.
Wait, that was kind of this time too, wasn't it?
She's gonna get a hammer and sickle tattoo.
I mean, I don't know. Do you ever saw that picture of her where she's dressed like Hitler? She's making like gingerbread
cookies. Yeah, I've seen that.
She's hilarious. I mean, she just took it. I'm pretty sure.
I thought those were put in a magazine somewhere.
Maybe they were
like GQ. There's no way GQ put that in their shit.
Hell no, GQ didn't put that in there. GQ.
I could see that. Just Roseanne.
Do you know how many cunts would be twisted up if that was a GQ?
Jesus Christ.
They'd be all tangled. Then they'd be even more pissed because they're fucking.
I feel like this whole like them shit canning her show and everybody being so outraged is really, really, really knee jerky. Like, I read what she said, and if listen, taking the racial connotations out of it, like I said before, bitch kind of looks like she was on Planet of the Apes, a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't be like.
I mean, like in today's climate, you shouldn't do that.
I agree with you. I know exactly what you're saying, but what are you going to type that out on Twitter? Be like, that joke's not going to fly over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to sound like it's racist unless you explain it out, and to which it's not going to be funny then.
Yeah.
That's why she
because
just let it fly.
Explain the joke. I don't know. My whole thing was like, listen, you said it. Just stand.
Do not apologize.
When she apologized it, I was like, pussy. You quitter.
Oh.
You fucking, now you're thinking, and then, because she knew. She apologized, and then it was just like, bam, gone. You're gone.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Oh, as
Fuck
soon
off.
as you apologized. Oh, you fucking idiot. All you had to do was post a picture of her side by side like I did and sent to you. And people have been like, oh, yeah.
No, I don't think that would have made her case any better.
don't
I don't
think-
think so either.
No.
It was, I mean...
It would have been funny, though.
Man,
Kind of want to watch her backpedal.
it was pretty fucking bad what she said. Pull up the tweet. I thought it was pretty. It was kind of bad.
Oh, it's real bad.
Yeah.
God damn it. Let's see. I guarantee this probably has. Let's see here. Son of a bitch.
Where's that tweet?
The tweet.
I'm surprised it's not in the fucking news article.
Right?
That's weird.
It
Or is everyone, the people are probably afraid to print it.
Probably because, like, how many times can you, like...
I don't think so, because when Trump said shithole, it was like a celebration that CNN could say shithole for 48 hours.
Oh, shit. I don't know what it's trying to fucking play, but... Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ.
No, can't say that.
You can't say that?
No.
I mean... Listen.
2:45 a.m. You think she was wasted?
Oh, dude, she was fucked up.
Do you
Does she-
think
You
do you
can't
think she
hold her
under-
accountable for
What?
that.
No.
She
no.
was all fucked up.
Do you think she understood what she was even saying?
I
at
do not. Look at her
2:45 a.m.?
goddamn profile picture. She's a nana. People forget this shit. She's old people racism. Like, she didn't mean it that way, probably.
Roseanne's not that. She can't be older than 60.
She's probably in her 60s, man.
I mean, that does. You can't even, like. 60 is like. That's our parents, dude.
Yes,
That's
my
not-
dad's slightly racist sometimes.
Yeah, but it's not. You can't define it as old people racist. Old people racist is just because, yeah, in the 30s, that's the way it was. And they didn't learn to fucking stop talking like that. But, like, by now.
This is what they mean by, like, make America great again. You can say that shit.
Well, that's all he's done is made these people who are chicken shit about being racist. They're just like now they're just like, well, fuck, just come out and do it now. I don't know.
Then they're taking Morgan Freeman away from us. What did he do exactly? Because, like, as far like from the little,
I haven't even read up on that. Like, what?
I'm just doing my best to ignore it because I still like Morgan Freeman. I feel like he was just probably like hitting on women. Is that what he was
You
doing?
don't even know what's. I mean, it's really getting to the point where you don't even know what's fucking true or not anymore. I just saw an article the other day where the guy that was accusing George Takei was just like, it really didn't bother me that much. Yeah, it was a little bit fucked up. I was passed out, but I really didn't care. Well, what did you make such a big deal about it for? See, this is why you can't really trust all these accusations.
It's just bad because there's definitely situations where it's warranted this type of attention, and then it's like if it's not warranted, it's diluting those actual cases that do deserve attention.
But I don't even know. I've seen the article titles pop up. I've just been like, oh, another one.
But
You
they're
know,
never
been
like saying like
traveling.
what he's doing though. From like
I don't know what he's being accused of. I didn't
Apparently,
even.
it was like 8 separate girls he's worked with accused him of inappropriate touching and unwanted sexual come-ons. But
did you tell him you
that-
didn't want him?
that was, I don't know what all this him demanding a retraction. That must be new in the past couple days. I haven't really kept up on the news since I've been.
Nah, everyone's doing their best to
traveling.
forget this shit. Morgan Freeman isn't taking these sexual harassment allegations lightly. A lawyer for the 80-year-old Oscar-winning actor is demanding CNN issue a retraction for its report accusing Freeman of inappropriate behavior, and the network is not backing down. Yahoo Entertainment obtained a copy of the 10-page letter from Robert M. Schwartz addressed to Jeff Zucker, the president of CNN, which says the outlet has defamed Mr. Freeman. Goddamn.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no shit that he's trying to get it taken down.
Morgan Freeman did do shit. He hit on bitches.
Oh, I'm not saying he did do shit, but like, if either
he
you
probably
did,
grabbed someone's ass and
if
he's
you
a creepy
did,
old
no,
man.
no, I'm
and-
just saying no shit. He's trying to get it taken down. Even if you're innocent, you don't want that shit.
That's true,
up
because
to-
like that makes it hard to find a non-biased jury.
Right, but
But still, Morgan,
he's fucked. CNN's not going to take that down. No one's going to take this down. It's this shit spreads like it's the internet, man.
Yeah.
It spreads like wildfire. There's no taking it down.
yeah. The only stories I'm seeing are stories about him trying to get CNN to take it down.
Yeah.
That's literally the only stories about this. Like I can't even figure out what he did in the first place.
Delete this from.
But-
I wish I could do Morgan Freeman.
But like,
Axl Rose tried that. He tried to get all those unflattering pictures.
Fat
on-
Axel pictures. Yeah, because he doesn't understand how the internet works either. You can't just fucking take it off the internet.
Remove that immediately. Yeah,
Well,
we've tried that, bud. Good
yeah.
luck.
Yeah, right.
Ask Jennifer Lawrence how that went out.
Yeah.
It's like, it's exactly like that. They try to do that after the fappening bullshit. Fucking have that shit removed. No, that ain't happening.
Oh, I understand their concern. I mean,
Oh,
I
absolutely.
do.
Yeah.
But like, there's just not going to happen. No one's being a dick here. It's just can't.
Well,
Yeah.
the
What do you
way
think can be
people
done?
run those servers, they literally hide them in other countries and shit like that.
Yeah.
When they're
There's
doing
copies
nefarious
of
shit.
copies
Yeah.
of copies.
Yeah.
And
It's everywhere. You can't.
somewhere right now, there's like an 8-bit copy somewhere on a fucking African kid's floppy disk, and that's all he has.
It's actually stored separately on 3 floppy disks.
Don't bother with it unless you have a minute.
Right now, he's narrating his life.
Well, are you a tit ass or a foot guy?
Morgan then demanded CNN take it down. CNN did not comply.
No, they're fucking not gonna comply. Jeez.
Morgan Freeman then lost his mind.
Do you think he'd crawl through half a mile of shit to get the story taken
He
down?
crossed.
Oh my god, he would. In a second, he
What's
would
the line-
he
what's-
would make Shawshank 2 right now.
What's the line of Shawshank when he's like, he climbed through
Yeah.
miles and miles of disgusting,
It was
Vile.
something like half a mile of
half a mile of disgusting, unsaid, vile,
say poo poo.
something like that.
You should have said poo poo.
Morgan Freeman crawled through a mile and a half of diarrhea shit.
I feel like he just did some creepy
To
old
get the
guy hitting on
to
of
get the
women, and they didn't
documents
take
from
it right.
CNN.
I don't know.
Dude, he's like 80. Like he probably does. He's probably fucking just like sweetheart. Old dudes are weird.
Yes.
And I mean, you can't. I don't know. It could just be that, and people are just like, he's a fucking dick.
Yes, I
Seriously.
guarantee
You don't
that's
know.
exactly what it is. That old man has a fucking earring. That's exactly what the fuck happened.
That
But you
old
can't
man
be.
has an
You can't.
earring.
You can't be all the way sure.
I can look at him and be sure.
You. You understand
Crosby
how
looks like a fucking rapist.
No, dude, you would not
That
think
googly eye.
at first glance. Well, pre-dead eye. Now you're just like, that dude definitely raped 50 women.
Who, Crosby?
Crosby.
I can
that
usually
dead
tell who the creeps are. Jared Fogle, you see it coming from a mile away. Harvey Weinstein looks like a fucking... He...
Looks like Shrek.
Yeah.
Segura's story about almost becoming Jared's
Yeah.
like antithesis
Yeah.
is really funny. God,
Did he do that on a special, or was that on his podcast?
I think that was just on the podcast.
It needs to be in a special.
Podcast, and then he made it into a bit that he did on Conan.
Did he?
Yeah, because I saw that's where I first heard him about the Jared thing. Did it on Conan.
Oh,
That's
Jesus
funny.
Christ. I don't even remember what it was. He was supposed to be Jared's friend or something on there.
That was
or-
Jared's brother.
He was like,
But
he was like Fat Jared. He
Fat
was eating
Jared,
like
yeah.
the chicken parm subs and stuff like that, while Jared was
Meatball
going to eat
subs.
the healthy subs.
Yeah.
Oh, that could have ended.
I can't remember what
Yeah.
Jamal. His name was Jamal.
Or some.
It was Jamal.
Jared and Jamal.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. If that was like a real thing.
Well,
It might be like an exaggerated version of something that happened.
Well,
dude,
apparently he makes it pretty convincing that he was actually in talks with Subway
Really?
like a long time ago.
And then they and the only reason it didn't happen was they like went through a crazy management change, and like you don't keep old ideas when you become new management. You scrap all the old ideas.
Right.
Yeah.
So they scrapped his idea, and apparently it was like they almost started like getting it going.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That could have been bad.
Yeah, because it was.
I mean, it would like bad for Jared because like Tom doesn't feel shame like that.
Yeah.
So like he's going to make it fucking hilarious.
Right.
Like that's where I'm going with that because like after that fucking the weight loss challenge with Bert, that dude just has nerves of fucking steel. Like he doesn't feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like he has to be some sort of sociopath because
Right.
like
we watched a bunch of Segura on fucking daytime television last night.
Alright.
And the interview starts out. Was he doing DJ Dadmouth in this interview when he starts out doing Bert at the very beginning of the?
No, he was just himself
He's
in
just
that.
he just goes. I can't do. Bert.
What's
And
him?
he goes. You guys have a Heineken?
His bird impression is so fucking spot on.
I can
Do
do
you
it
guys have a Heineken?
sometimes. I can do it sometimes. I ain't got it right in me right now. But did they know he was gonna do that or like?
I don't think so. He was killing him. He was
Yeah.
fucking dying.
Oh my god, that makes it even better. Like, if people don't know who he is and he just starts doing that shit, but his hardcore fans are watching that, they're like, "Oh goddamn."
Those and the DJ Dadmouth ones are just ridiculous too, where he's talking shit on burnt Chryslers and things
Yeah.
like that.
Martin Chrysler.
And that hooker that he gives a shout out to.
Throatzilla.
Shout out to Throatzilla.
but the TV anchor bites and he goes, "Who is Throatzilla?"
Oh no.
And he goes, "Well, she's a very lovely lady from the Dallas area who, for the right price, can give you anything you want," or something.
Something like that.
And he gets cut off from the fucking. The producer obviously is talking in the.
Someone
host
has
ear.
their fucking iPhone out.
It's
Throat
like,
Zilla.
hey, don't
Ooh.
end this conversation.
Yeah. It's so funny. It's so goddamn funny.
It's fucking hysterical. Did you ever see his thing he did? It's called The People's Mayor.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up last night, and he was like, "Yeah, Vince showed me these, dude. The People's Mayor, 9 inches, the James Brown thing.
I don't think I watched the 9 Inches one.
That one is fucking hysterical.
That's
too.
the one where they're watching football, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
He's making the wings.
And then they get into an argument about how tall James Brown was.
They end up having a shootout. It's
fucking
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
Now I'm curious how tall James Brown was.
But dude, that People's Mayor short, if someone was like, "This is a TV show," I'd be like, "Oh, I'd fucking watch."
I am
that."
fucking on board.
Yeah, he needs to. I told him he didn't know. If you follow their podcast at all, he's doing a movie with Mark Wahlberg.
I don't know how much into it he is. I don't know like his character thing.
I think he's like a supporting role.
Oh,
Like-
really?
Like not like he's probably not the main supporting role, but I think he's like decent supporting cast. Probably has like 15-20 minutes in the movie.
Like a Seth Rogen and the 40-Year-Old Virgin kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
That was on Comedy Central yesterday.
It's on
or
Netflix.
E or some shit.
It's on Netflix. Just watched it.
The 40-year-old virgin is?
Yeah, son.
Sweet, because they probably... Yeah, I haven't checked Netflix lately to see what they've updated.
Paul Rudd is so underrated in that movie.
Oh,
he is.
absolutely. If
Yeah.
you don't change this goddamn tape, Yama gonna burn this place to the ground.
He said, "I'm gonna shoot everybody in this place and then myself."
Fucking Jane Lynch.
Oh, she's great. They must like each other because their chemistry in Role Models too was fucking just incredible. Jane Lynch in Role Models she's fucking
I forgot
great.
all about that movie. We were just talking the other day. Like, I think it should be okay for Sean William Scott to be in things again.
Yeah.
Enough time's passed.
Since
What
what?
did he do? Why do you say enough time?
Yeah, I don't.
He just got typecast as like Stifler, and like no one will let him be in shit anymore.
Yeah, he was always typecast as that. I always thought of him as that Stifler role until he did something comedy wise that I was like, huh, that was pretty good. And then I saw the Rock movie he did. With
The
Rock.
Rundown or
The
whatever it
Rundown.
is.
That movie's hilarious.
Fuck yeah, it was pretty good.
And I was like, okay, I like Sean William Scott. He can do comedy.
Then he was
and-
Country Mac.
Yeah, and
I was just
Country
gonna bring
Mac.
that up. How awesome was he as country man?
That's where we got to thinking about it. I'm like, I forgive him. I don't know what he did, but I forgive him.
Yeah, I've always been okay. Even Stifler, as annoying as that character was like
Well, he's in Goon.
a Goon was great.
Yeah.
Goon was fantastic.
incredible.
I didn't watch Goon 2.
I think I put it on one time and then didn't care.
He's had his hands in other stuff that I've really that little.
I've never
small
disliked
role
him.
in,
I've always liked him.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah.
That nerdy dude in that van and.
Bag of goat.
Yeah.
I forget what he's gonna fuck.
I think it was a goat or sheep.
But when he
Sheep fucker. They're rebooting that.
Really?
You didn't hear about that one?
No.
That's Kevin Smith's next project. He's doing another Jane. He's doing a sequel to Jay and Silent Bob, but it's called Jay and Silent Bob Reboot.
Yeah.
And I guess, like, from what I understand, like, this could be just hearsay, but I think it was like from a reliable plot of the movie. They were going to Hollywood to stop a movie based on characters based on them from being made. So I guess the plot of this movie, it being a reboot, is them finding out they're going to reboot that movie and then going to Hollywood to try to stop that reboot.
I'd watch it.
Yeah. And I guess the entire movie's just supposed to be poking fun at the whole sequel and reboot bullshit.
Yeah.
Which,
That's awesome.
if you go into it like that and you do it the right way, you could probably pull off a pretty shticky comedy.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm in for a
I
little
wish he
more.
would just stop. I wish he would just stop.
I do really
Seriously,
wish those are two characters that deserve a death.
Yes.
And I hope he gives them that one day, like and if not a death, a final
He'll never
ending.
kill them off.
Not
Too
kill
many
him
Jane
off,
Silent
but-
Bob cartoons there are. He's
Well,
riding that cash cow forever.
You can still continue it and still give them some sort of theatrical
just
end.
stop. He can do like his podcasts are great, and his stand up, the shit that he does is cool.
He
Just,
likes
just
writing
give
movies,
up,
man.
give up on your movies.
He
dude.
likes writing movies.
I could do a Clerks 3.
And I still, dude, I still, oh man, Red State is one of my favorite fucking movies ever. That is
That
still
movie's amazing. I'm not saying he's bad at making movies. I think he's not good at it anymore.
I'm not.
He should just stop.
Maybe if
love
he had
him.
like a
I love him
co-director.
so. Even if it's missed sometimes, I love Kevin Smith's movies.
Watch Clerks 2. That fucking movie holds the fuck up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
Even Clerks. I mean, for it being
Clerks.
black and white and
The first
That's
movie,
what-
I mean, he was just like clearly an amateur movie maker.
That's like when I found out he was
But I love
making
that movie.
He wanted to make a Clerks. No, he wanted to make a Mallrats 2 or a Clerks 3, and he couldn't get the rights back from
Miramax.
Yeah, Miramax might own them still,
Yeah.
but he owns the characters Jay and Silent Bob. So pretty much his only option was
To do something Jay and Silent Bob.
yeah,
Oh,
Which-
okay.
yeah, because they own the rights to all his movies and bullshit.
I'm surprised that he can't get them back. I'm surprised.
I'm surprised they're not down with a Clerks 3.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that too.
Me too, because
it's-
it would get, even if it fucking bombs, it would make a cajillion dollars
I would go
because
to
it's
the theater and
Clerks
see it.
3.
I don't know what bombing means anymore because Solo made $101 million, and all the articles I've seen about it are like Disney's massive disappointment. Where do we go from here? And it's
I
like,
called-
they made $100
I
million.
called that. They knew that shit fucking.
It's like
I don't even know what the scale is.
Is it a
anymore.
disappointment because you made a shitload of money anyways?
I think it came in like 60 million under projected.
Everyone thinks it, but like, did it go? Did it make?
Did
like,
it make the budget back? Because
I
that's
have no
a
idea.
bomb.
That's a bomb, but also when people say it, like Batman vs Superman was a failure, but like it made $1 kajillion. How much of a failure was it?
Yeah,
that's
overall.
That's what I'm saying with you.
Yeah.
Like everyone's saying, like critics and shit says Solo chugs dick, but like it made a shitload of money. So is it a failure?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure it could be a shitty movie, but it had, you know, as if anyone was surprised this movie was like gonna like, I don't. They definitely knew it was gonna. I mean, that's why they released. Well, they originally were gonna release Avengers. That's why they bumped it up. I'm pretty sure. Because they were like,
it from Solo.
One of our movies is going to tank the other one of our movies.
Oh, if that movie would have came out the weekend before Avengers, I don't think this movie would
have done 150.
I don't think so. I think it would have done less than 100 because I think people would have waited to go see Avengers before seeing Solo. I think they
definitely should have done like a July release.
Yeah,
because
something.
Avengers they were gonna come out this month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They were going to come out the first week of May, and this fucking turd
at the
came
end
out.
of the May.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's why they bumped Avengers up because they were like, our movie's gonna hurt another one of our movies.
Yeah, it would have killed it.
Yeah.
And then
Not
Deadpool 2
killed
fucking
it, but-
is still slaughtering it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which,
Deadpool 2's crushing it right now.
dude, if you haven't seen Deadpool 2, yeah, dude,
I haven't. I'm probably. I might
You
go.
seen it, didn't you?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh no,
I might go to the drive-in. It's playing with Super Troopers 2 at the
I would love to
drive-in.
see that,
Super Troopers. I already saw Super Troopers 2, and it was fantastic.
dude. I knew it fucking would be.
It does. It knows it's a sequel.
Yes,
It knows.
I know it's a
sequel.
fucking. I know what I'm getting into.
Okay. It knows it's.
I'm
a sequel.
expecting a Super Troopers movie.
Okay. Then you're fine. Like
yeah, like I'm not expecting anything out of the box. I'm expecting a continuation of what I loved.
Did you see Anchorman 2?
Yeah, it was awful.
I enjoyed it, but it wasn't.
No,
it was
wasn't.
not. Up
Didn't
to-
have the magic.
No, it didn't have the magic, but I did enjoy it. But it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
It's been so long since I've seen it. There's one part in that movie when he goes to talk to Champ, when Champ's running his fried chicken place.
Yeah.
And the conversation they have, for some reason, I remember laughing hysterically at that scene. I can't remember what it is about.
It's he's telling them about all the things you can deep fry that taste like chicken. He's like, that has to be it. You know what they call cat? Chicken of the alley.
Chicken of the alley.
Bat, chicken of the cave.
Yeah.
He had nicknames for all of them.
Oh, that's fucking hysterical. Chicken of the alley.
I mean, there was hilarious parts in that movie, but man,
Just-
that was one of the biggest movies that just suffered from this sequelitis.
That fucking outtake with Paul Rudd and Champ. And Champ goes, "You can deep fry anything; it tastes good. Name a meat." Paul Rudd's like, "A meat? Chicken." I sent you that out clip or that outtake that one day, dude. It was hilarious.
Oh,
See,
Paul Rudd's so goddamn funny.
Deadpool 2 is what Deadpool 1 would have been if it had like a real storyline and a budget.
I like hearing that because I really enjoyed Deadpool 1.
Me too.
But it gets a hard 8 from me because it was like shallow story wise. It was just an origin story at its heart, but you kind of know you're getting that with an origin story.
Yeah.
It's an introduction to a character basically.
And I like how they did the origin story.
Yeah, it was good. It was just I
was
don't
different.
know. I had high expectations for Deadpool, and it definitely delivered. The comedy was. It was Ryan Reynolds is born to play that character.
He is.
It's the same comedy in the second movie.
Yeah, and
I think it's like when I see people bitch, well, it's just like the same thing as the first one.
Yeah, that was.
If they would have changed it, you would have bitched about that.
Yeah.
Like if it was more slapsticky, you would have fucking
You can't though. It's Deadpool. That's how it
yes.
is.
Like,
so you got to go in there knowing what you're going to get.
as long as there's a Ryan Reynolds attached to Deadpool, I'll watch it.
Me too.
Because he cares enough about that fucking character to where he will not fuck it up.
Agree with you.
I think the biggest shame of it is he's not in the Avengers universe. That's like literally that's the biggest shame of it, because there's some really great Deadpool Spider-Man stuff and Deadpool Iron Man stuff, and like,
well, especially because Deadpool and Spider-Man are like best friends in the comics.
Yeah. I mean,
and like some of it is like Spider-Man can't stand him, and like Deadpool's obsessed with him.
And Holland Holland is so good as Peter, and just like I mean, all those Marvel castings are pretty spot on, and Reynolds would just fit in with that spot on casting and just bump it up. But
even I would, at this point, I would just settle for like a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
Just one interaction.
Yeah.
I just need one awkward fucking Deadpool, Ryan Reynolds, awkward run-in with Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Something like that.
Oh god, that'd be so good. Or just
Tony Stark.
Just the scene where he puts on the Iron Man suit. God, that would be hilarious. It'd be so funny.
Yeah, good luck getting that off him.
Yeah, right? Who gives a shit?
Fuck.
He's gonna kill the fuck out of a lot of stuff with that.
All right.
Yeah, everything. But
so you guys don't know any of the fucking like the cameo bullshit that went on.
No,
oh,
I
you're
know
gonna
there is
fucking love it.
cameos.
I
Don't
am not fucking
tell me.
ruining that for you.
I've already heard there is great cameos in it.
It's fantastic.
I mean, I can't wait to see it. I just haven't got around to it. I haven't really had time.
Yeah, and it pretty much. Did I talk about the post-credit scene with you? Yeah, I told you about that one.
Yes, that, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god. All right, I might ruin this part for you.
Okay.
It's not that bad. It's
Okay.
nothing to do with the story of the movie.
It's pretty fantastic, actually.
So, obviously Cable's in this movie.
Yeah.
So you know time travel's his bullshit. All right. So in the post-credit scene, Deadpool... the post-credit scene opens up with that scene from Wolverine Origins that has Hugh Jackman and, like, that stupid version of Deadpool.
Yeah.
And, like, it's, like, showing him back and forth, and then, like, it shows, like, Deadpool, like, straight on, and a hand pops out with a gun and shoots it in the fucking head. And he steps out, and, like... Good Deadpool is standing over top of him, just empties a fucking clip into it. And he's wearing Cable's fucking time travel thing.
Oh my god, that's fucking great.
So he killed that Deadpool. And there's a second part. It switches scenes to Ryan Reynolds sitting at a desk, and he's just talking up, and he's holding this piece of paper in his hand. And, like, he's just so stoked on it. He's like, no, it's your fucking time. And it pans to the paper, and it says Green Lantern script.
Yeah.
And it pans back to his face, and a fucking bullet hole shoots through his fucking front of his face.
That's fucking great.
He just goes back and resets all the timelines.
Holy shit.
He just kills the fuck out of everything. It's beautiful.
God, they fucking nailed... just transporting that character out of the comics, because anything I've seen in the comics with Deadpool, it's like it's perfect. It's perfect for him. Like they made the transition absolutely. That's how it would be. You nailed this one.
Yeah, definitely.
Like my only bitch is he's a little bit like he might have a little bit too much of the feels in this movie.
I've heard that too.
I've also heard that.
It's not overkill.
Yeah.
Like, it's still funny. But it's just like, I don't... But I guess, like, it's humanizing him, I think, is what they're doing with it.
Well, he's kind of like a anti-hero here.
Yeah.
But he's more of a hero than an anti-hero, right?
Yeah. He was a hero, but he's really more of his... I don't know, the way he goes about it is not, it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
He murders a lot of people.
Yeah, he murders. That's the
I mean, that's what he does in the comics. He murders a lot of people.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better in this movie because now
There's a good Deadpool.
because now there's a budget and there's no I forgot my fucking ammo bag.
Yeah.
That kind of bullshit. Like, yeah, they give him what he needed, and he succeeded.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to play footsie with you.
But
Oh, it's okay. I liked it.
there's a good Deadpool book called I'm pretty sure it's just called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
him murdering all the
Yeah.
like everyone in the Marvel.
I've read it once. It's such a good story.
I want to read it so bad.
Oh,
I
it's
know it
hila-
exists.
And the way he kills the Avengers is just hilarious. He
Yeah.
just like blows up Avengers Tower.
Really?
Yeah. And then he gets to the because he always breaks the fourth wall and shit. Well, it's out of the comics and he murders the Marvel Studios. Like he works with the comic book writers. He
Yeah.
goes and kills them.
Oh my god.
What a good, smart character.
Yeah.
There's another story
Because
where
you
he
can
like
do any stories. It's limitless.
he like goes back and kills like literary figures. Like Moby Dick and shit like that. Like he kills a giant whale and like
He just kills everything.
there's another Deadpool story where he goes back and he's in Peter Parker's place in the first Spider-Man comic, and he just is awful. He's just awful to everyone, but the dialogue is still the same. But he's talking to like the girls in the high school, like just like being fucking terrible to him. But it's still their original text. Like I would read that fucking too. That's great. Like there's so many
yeah.
Deadpool stories I've seen. I'm like,
I know.
Oh, it's just. And who? Where am I going? Sorry.
You're good.
Long
You're
day,
good.
long day. And it's all different people writing his dialogue.
Yeah.
And it's keeping. There has to be like one shortcoming person, like writer, for this somewhere down the line.
I can't remember the guy that created him. I can't remember his name, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't write for him anymore, or write him anymore.
I like that Ryan Reynolds brings in writers from the comic to work on that script.
Yeah.
That's cool.
They also said he ad-libs about 90% of it. Which I could totally fucking see him doing that.
Oh, that's why, like Chris said, there's no one better to do Deadpool than him.
Yeah, he is just that
He
personality.
is just that personality.
And they nailed the cinematic cuts and the ideas of the like Deadpool going back to kill Ryan Reynolds. Like
Right.
that's a Deadpool. You've nailed the fourth wall break thing.
Yeah, that's a bit that would be in one of his comics.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? Him going back through time to kill a different version of himself.
Right.
Oh, it's so good.
I thought, it's fucking brilliant.
It is brilliant.
Fuck. What else did we have? What else happened in the news?
In the news today.
In the news. So far, we've covered TV's just had a hell of a day. So that sucks.
I don't even watch TV.
I don't watch TV either.
The Deadliest Catch. What else have we got? Jamie Foxx set to star in Todd McFarlane's Spawn. That happened today.
I actually saw that.
Huh. That's awesome.
I don't hate that. I see Hulk Hogan. What'd he do? I bet it's racist. Now that's some racist shit. Didn't he say the N-word a whole bunch of times?
Yes.
Oh
Hulk.
wow.
Oh, and then realizes he's not dead.
Jesus Christ.
That's because that motherfucker's old, and he's probably just like, oh, shit, brother.
Oh,
the
shit,
internet.
brother.
Oh, yeah.
What was that thing that... Remember, like, he got in some deep shit. Like, the WWE, like, took him out of the Hall of Fame and shit.
Oh, he said the N-word.
Yeah, but wasn't it, like, an old recording or something? No, that's Paula Deen.
No,
Yeah.
so
He was banging Bubba the Love Sponge's wife, wasn't he, or something like that?
I can't remember how
That was something, too.
I can't remember how it happened, but he did sue Gawker, and he won that case and put Gawker under. Like, Gawker's not a thing anymore. It was like some tabloid-ish
Yeah.
reporting site, but I think that might have been about a sex tape, nothing racist.
Yeah, it was. I think he said
can't
the N-word
remember.
in it.
In the
sex
sex
tape.
tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Like, why?
I don't know. But I think that's how that went down.
I remember I remember when that shit happened though, and I remember just being like how's anyone surprised? Look at that dude. He definitely dropped some hard ends. Like
absolutely.
Probably
He's from
all
fucking
the
Florida. Like Florida man's my favorite superhero. Like
Florida man.
yeah, he's definitely dropping some hard ends.
all the time. Why is that even an article? Wanda Sykes quits Roseanne after racist tweets. Like, no, ABC quit
Yeah.
for you.
she
They made
she
that
quit, they quit
decision.
the fuck out of that for you.
Yeah, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ. See, Norman Reedus is popping out some kids. Some British people I don't care about fucking got married. Oh, man. But anyway, so you came in this week unexpectedly.
Somewhat unexpectedly.
Yeah,
I mean,
did you come in for a show or something?
no, I there happens to be a show
Just happens to
happening.
be one.
Yeah. So I was going to come in and until the 30th,
Okay.
and then I saw Royal Blood is playing Stage AE Thursday the 31st. So I was like, I really like Royal Blood, so I'm going to hang out
stay
for
on
a
the
day.
first.
Yeah. Hang out an extra couple days.
Have you seen them yet? You seen them with
Queens.
Yes.
Yeah, but they were opening, and I enjoyed them live, but
They were good live. I mean,
that Queen show was weird because it was like the first 2 days I was here. It was like I landed. Did we do the podcast and then the concert was on a Wednesday or a Thursday or something?
it was the next day. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you got off a plane and came here.
And then got off the plane, came here, went home. I mean, just kept going, and like I was like exhausted or something. I couldn't focus at that concert for multiple reasons, but I mean, once Queens came on, I was locked in. But I feel
Yeah,
like
'cause
Royal Blood was like not that loud, and I wasn't engaged with how they were playing. I figure if they're headlining, it'll be a better opportunity for me to really
Absolutely.
take.
Yeah,
it.
because they came on, dude. The sun was still up.
Yeah, sun was still up. People were just getting in.
Right.
And they sounded so distant. And even from where we were standing, by the time Queens came on, I mean, it was loud as fuck. So I don't know why that was.
They're
So,
always loud as fuck, though.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, that's right. You landed like I don't know, 7-ish. Right?
Yeah. Came right here.
And then you were
pretty
up
much.
Pittsburgh that day for the concert, like real early as fuck.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because we went up early that day. Me and Hope went up to like get lunch and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then we stayed up there that night, real close to Stage AE, because we were getting fucked up. So crunk.
Getting crunk.
But how did the Vegas trip happen?
Yeah,
That's what
how
I
was
wanna-
that? But
Okay.
I meant to. We should have got Steven.
The Vegas trip happened because Steve was looking for a place to go. I also flying is currently easier for me. I'll tell you about that later.
Okay.
But so it's like, where could we both kind of go that was easy for both of us to get there? Pretty much finding a one-way or a non-stop flight, so we don't have to connect and worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
That we could meet up and have 2 days of a good time. And we pretty much were like L.A., New York, or Vegas. Vegas. I mean, rooms are cheap in Vegas. It's kind of made for that, you know. So we picked a day, and a couple weeks later, we just kind of were like, okay, this is how it's going to happen. We're going to meet up here, check in, and yeah, I hopped on a plane. I got out of work one day, drove up to Portland, hopped on a plane, went to Vegas.
How much is a room in Vegas?
Dude, you can find them for like $70 a night.
Holy shit.
No shit.
Yeah, like it's not that much.
So like, and you guys stayed for 2 days, so like $140.
split between two people.
Right, that's awesome.
That's cheap as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of places fly direct to Vegas because it's such a destination. And a lot of places do it cheap. Like Spirit Airlines does like really cheap flights to Vegas, like $99.
Wow.
They want you in Vegas. That city is that city is crazy. Like they want you there. If you're gambling in a casino, people are coming to give you alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they want you to be there. That's why I think
I feel like I just blow through money.
I did that.
Did you?
Yeah, that was bad. I'm still, yeah. I won money when I got there. The first sports bet I ever made, I put $20 on the first game of the Penguins Capitals game.
Oh, really?
And I sat there and watched the game, and it was that first game was good. I mean, the series was good. It's just it's Penguins' time. They're tired. Fucking
Yeah.
dude. Kessel was hurt. It was 2.5 years of just blowing through the fucking finals and trying to stay healthy and replenish their team, and
Just didn't happen.
sucked that it was the Caps, but at least it wasn't the Flyers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I could take losing to the Capitals.
A little bit. I mean, at least they
It
have.
hurt, but like
It sucked, but the Flyers would have just like personally like offended me, pissed me off. Like,
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
not
because then
this
I
shit.
lose bragging rights for a while.
Well, I mean, they beat the Pens in like 2011 in the playoffs, 12,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. But like, and the Pens were in that down slump, and the Flyers just haven't been a good team for a minute. They're getting older, and they just suck in general. That's yeah. Anyway, so the
whole
buzz
goddamn-
in Vegas,
The whole goddamn town sucks. What are you
Fuck
talking
that
about?
place.
the buzz in Vegas about the Knights though, fucking awesome. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like the.
Like a surprising hockey town.
Yeah, like the perfect place for hockey to find a little bit of weird spirit and soul. Although I don't know if you watched that fucking hockey game last night. They had this weird like 10-minute ice performance, like with two knights fighting each other. I was like, no, please.
I saw what they did at that first game, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, please don't put this. Please,
You can
cut
do
this
that,
down.
just don't televise it.
Yeah, just don't televise it. That's exactly how I felt.
Because everyone
last
else
night.
in the fucking country thinks that's weird as shit.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, I'm just excited to see the hockey game. I
All
want to
right,
hear how loud
Siegfried,
you get.
fucking put your goddamn
Yeah.
tiger away.
I get it. Haha, Vegas. Everything's a show. Everything is a show there too.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it wonderful?
Dude, it's somewhere you should never spend more than 3 days in Las Vegas. Like you said, it
I feel like
sets
that's
you up.
fair.
It sets you up to not get lost. There are two main places that people go to party. There's an area called Fremont Street. And there's an area called the Strip. Everyone knows of the Strip. You've heard the Strip. That's where the Fountain is. That's where the MGM is. That's where all the big shit is. You have to see the Strip. They also have like a Statue of Liberty, and they had a Knights jersey on it. And it was fucking awesome. I loved it. I was like, that's pretty cool. Vegas is
That's fantastic.
really celebrating its city. But I felt like the Strip was a tourist thing. Fremont Street, however, is where the fucking party's at. Like, seriously, it's a closed-in street. You can drink on the street. There's no one driving on the street.
Right.
It's all walking. But it is a street, and you cross a couple intersections where cars are walking. You can buy, like, those fucking slushy drinks, those yard slushy drinks, and just walk around and drink them. Walk into the casinos, smoke cigarettes everywhere into the casinos, and just wander around. It feels...
It's a beautiful town where freedom really does ring.
Yeah. Well... there's an asterisk to that because in these areas, in all these areas, Las Vegas especially in this country, there's not one place you're at in Las Vegas where you're not under video surveillance, especially in these areas I'm talking about. If you're on the Strip, you're on a camera somewhere.
Oh, absolutely, and I understand that.
Yeah.
That's kind of necessary.
It is kind of necessary, but I would say that while I was there, we did things that surprised me that if that were the case, that no more attention was drawn to us than was. I don't know how to. I'll tell you later. But
some things the statute of limitations hasn't passed up on yet.
Yeah. But like the street performers in that area, there's just street performers out all day long. People dancing. People coming up with the most random things to like say this is my performance, and it's cool. There's some really weird things I saw. The weirdest one was a guy laying on the ground. He just had a sign on him in the performance. That's how you know they're a performer. It said, "Move me, I'll stay." He was letting people just adjust him however, and he would stay in that position. And if you wanted to tip him, you could. Like, if you walked up and did that to someone, give him a buck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just random fucking crazy shit all over the place. Strippers taking pictures with people and spank their ass. People with fucking those. Oh my god, this was just disgusting. There's obviously disgusting things.
They've never heard of like the Me Too movement, have they?
Well, I mean,
it's Vegas,
yeah,
dude.
they have.
It's full of debauchery.
Yeah.
That's just what happens.
It's full of debauchery,
everyone's
but like
gambling, everyone's drinking. I mean,
But there's strippers out in the street and you're spanking ass. It sounds like the dream.
If they were in a situation where things weren't kosher, it would end quickly. That's what I'm saying about it being under
you don't have
surveillance.
to be told there.
Yeah.
Almost
You don't have to be told. I feel like
they're gonna let some shit go down, but if she ain't into it, you're gonna stop one way or another.
The amount of times that we were offered coke randomly on the street topped like 8 times. It was like 8 or 9 times. People would walk up behind us, go, "Coke, Coke, Coke. You want some Coke? Coke." It's like, are you kidding me? Like I am so scared right now. Like why that doesn't just happen.
Like that's crazy to me. But like
you're just over here,
yeah, right.
At the same time, it's like I'm not even surprised by that.
Yeah,
I'm not even surprised by that.
I'm doing a terrible job of letting it stay in Vegas.
Yeah,
like I'm telling all Vegas's secrets. I'm okay with that.
That's all right. You're not letting anything out of the bag, really.
But it's supposed to be whatever happens there stays there.
Well,
you don't have to tell us stories. You're just telling us Vegas policy.
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's a good way of putting it.
That's fair.
Everybody knows what happens there stays there. You tell me about the gangbang after the show, but I need to know how you get there.
Yeah, Spirit Airlines, $70 hotels. It's easier than you think.
So far, we're up to about $200 for the best weekend of my life.
Yeah, and dude, there's table games too that I've never really done the table games. It's easy to have fun at a table game and not lose all your money real fast.
That'd be cool. Well, I'm sure there's like blackjack and shit like that.
Well, there's even ways to play roulette that if you're not betting, if you bet on individual numbers in roulette, like if you're betting on 36 to come up, 36 black to come up, you have 1 in 36 odds of that happening.
Yeah.
There's different kind of bets. You can bet on all the black ones and all the red ones. If you play those bets and you play $1 a turn, that bet's going to hit 50% of the time. You have really good odds of hitting that bet, and you can sit there and just do that for a while. Then suddenly, waitresses start coming up and asking you if you need a drink, and they don't charge you for the drink. All you got to do is make sure you tip them, and they'll keep coming back to you. So you're paying like $3 for drinks because you're just tipping them $2 or $3.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
That's a
pretty
good time.
fucking rad.
Yeah, like it's easy to kind of do that, but then the more
$45
fucked up
later,
you get, the more drinks you have, and the more fucked up you get. Suddenly, you're like, I'm gonna bet a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll put one on black and red.
Yeah. That's
why the
that won't let you do that because that would negate that. Yeah.
That's why these waitresses are giving you fucking free drinks.
Yeah, keep you there, keep you gambling.
Hell
especially if you're tipping, they're making their money. Everyone's making their money. And I would say that I still think that the odds of winning money in Las Vegas are the best odds of casinos. Like I'm sure Vegas's odds are higher than Mountaineer's odds.
Oh, definitely.
Because it's all symbiotic there. So if you win money in Vegas, you're going to spend it in Vegas.
Absolutely.
You're going to start doing dumb shit in Vegas.
So much crazy shit you could go get yourself into.
Yeah, you're going to do dumb shit in Vegas. So they want you to win and stay there and spend money and stay in the casinos and keep gambling. Just keep fucking spending.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
See, I couldn't take Ruby because like she would like win like her money back
Yeah.
and leave.
there's part of that I was going there with that like mentality. Like when I won the Penguins bet,
Yeah.
I was like, so I put $20 on that game, and I won when I gave out $20, and when I won, I got $41 back. It's not a bad bet. Doubled the money.
Yes.
Right up.
Put 20 in your pocket.
Well, but then you start with what you start. You're just hanging on to what you started with anyways.
Yeah.
There's this thought, if you're really going to win, you almost have to double the double. So then I put some more bets on the next round of games, and I lost most of the money after that. But there were times I was up like $80 on the roulette wheel, and dude, it's not. People hit big when they do crazy gambling shit and then hit big. There's ways to just kind of chill and gamble that if you get used to that, it's you don't have to be.
It's not a bad gig.
Yeah, you're not going to lose $400 if you just have a little self-control and you just kind of are like, this is why I'm doing this. I'm just hanging out, having a good time. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think I could handle going there, and if I went there, I would have to stay moderately sober.
Yeah.
Because I think that place might unleash the goddamn devil in my head.
Yeah.
Like I might see some lights and get a couple of fucking drinks in me and just keep fucking drinking. And what they pretty much block out like the sun from the casino, so you can't tell whether it's day or night anyway.
Oh yeah.
And like I could see myself losing track of that shit.
It's easy. It's definitely easy. So we were there for a total of 44 hours, but as soon as we got there, it was a nap. It was like I get there and I nap. So I think I worked out, it was a total of 39 hours we were there. And that first night we were going until like 5 a.m. And then I'm like, fuck, I'm going to bed, but I got to smoke a cigarette. Well, you can smoke everywhere but the fucking hotel rooms. So I'm like, I'm just going to wander into the casino. And they have digital table games in a lot of the casinos there, meaning like the roulette wheel, there's no one spinning it. It's just like a automated machine. You place your bet on a little tablet that's in front of you. They had a craps table like that too. So I'm like, I'm going to smoke my cigarette before bed, start playing craps. It's like 5 a.m.
3 hours later.
Well, yeah, exactly. I smoked 4 cigarettes, and I kind of taught myself craps, but then I looked behind me out the front doors of the casino, and it was fucking 7 a.m. And I'm like, I'm going to bed. Like, this is fucked up.
You're
how
jittery
this works
and
here.
fucking gambling.
Yeah. Well, that one was weird because I legitimately was trying to teach myself a game I don't understand. I still don't understand it, but I know how to sit at one of those digital machines and at least play it for a little while.
I know how to make it blink and take my money.
I know it has the best odds in a casino
See, like that
for you to win.
Really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
if you learn how to bet that game, it's the best odds of a player winning. Your return is low, but it's good odds. So.
See, like I would love to take Ruby there, but I just do not think that she would be able to enjoy it. Like, she's so weird about money anyway,
So,
and then just like frivolously spending it, like she just doesn't.
If you ever thought like maybe that would be fun, my recommendation to you would be go for an event. Go for 2 days. One of the days is an event, and then the next day maybe you can just be like, we'll have a couple drinks and then go out, and because there's literally you can go out and like watch shows like on that Fremont Street Avenue. There's just stages out on the fucking road, and people are playing music, and it's
So you're pretty much just paying for tips.
yeah. If you do it right, you should be paying for tips, and like. Part of that, though, you got to remember to have cash on you. That was a weird thing, too. There were a couple times where I went to tip a waitress. I didn't have cash, like, directly on me because I just put it in the machine, and I hadn't broken a big enough bill yet. Or I had a big bill. I didn't break it yet. I'm like, fuck, I'm sorry, I don't have a tip. And she definitely did not come back to the fucking area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you kind of got to remember to have cash on you and shit like that. But
Probably like fucking tourist.
yeah, right? Exactly. I hate that feeling. Like, I had that
I'm
a couple
sorry.
times there. Just like, whatever. I'm a fucking tourist.
Yeah, everyone in this fucking building is a tourist. Honey, you came here 6 weeks ago from Indiana.
Yeah, right.
Fuck you.
Well, I mean, and if you decide to live in Las Vegas and work in those areas, that's fucking job hazard right there. You know what you're getting into. You can't be mad at tourists if you're working in Fremont Street or the Strip in Las Vegas. Like
that's true. I mean, it's all who actually lives in Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, we were talking to locals, man. It's weird. The locals are like, just avoid those areas I was talking about. Fremont. If the locals
I'm not surprised by that either.
No, the locals avoid the Strip at all costs, but the locals will kind of hang around Fremont. That's kind of where the fun is at in Vegas.
See, it's like the Bourbon Street of Vegas.
Yeah, and if I were to go there again, I would stay on Fremont. And just because I've seen the Strip now, unless I was going there for something specific, I would just stay on Fremont Street and hang out on Fremont Street if I were to go back. But like if I were never there, I would still go and see the Strip at least one time, just because it's so massive and fucking crazy.
I get you. Like, see, like I've always wanted to go down to like Louisiana, and I always wanted to go to like Mardi Gras and shit like that. I want to go see like the Preservation Hall Jazz Band.
Right.
I just like I want to go fucking party like with some swamp people. Like, it's pretty much just what I want to do.
New Orleans is the other place that suddenly, after going to Vegas, Vegas, that's not, you know me. That's not, I don't really think you would think that I would want to just be like, I'm going to Vegas. Like, have I ever been a gambler?
No,
not really.
I mean, I'm a degenerate, but that's like... I mean, I can find that anywhere.
No,
but
you
like,
seem more like a Niagara Falls kind of person.
Yeah. Well, that's
maybe a Mount Rushmore.
Oh, I'm more of a remote area now.
Yeah,
like I don't want to be around people.
Woodzier.
Yeah, woodzier. Like yeah. But that opportunity presented itself, and I was like, okay, I'll see that shit. I'll even submerge myself in it for a minute.
See, I think that's one of those
New Orleans
things that
is
like.
the other one.
I think that's one of those things that everybody needs to do once in their life.
At least once.
Like,
yeah.
that's one of those things that just something inside me says you need to see that, like, just for a minute.
I think that or New Orleans, like you were saying, I think those are the two places in the U.S. that really are like, when you're there, it's a separate.
I just need to go somewhere, shut my fucking phone off, and like dive in.
Yeah, and just dive in. Yeah, submerge myself. I think.
I need to go to fucking New Orleans and get plastered and listen to jazz music is what the fuck I need to do.
Blues and jazz.
Nolans.
Yeah.
I made some fucking crawfish. I fucking hate seafood.
Get so drunk it won't matter. I'll throw it all up anyways.
I'm eating shells and claws and shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
That's right.
I do New Orleans, though. That's one I'd like to go to. I've been to Louisiana, and I've had Cajun food, but I was young. The food was good, but I want to party on Bourbon Street.
Right.
Yeah, that would be pretty tits.
Yeah.
I would love to go there.
I do have this fascination if I'm doing stuff like that. I was trying to find a show in Vegas. We almost went and saw Andrew Dice Clay.
I did that.
But we ended up meeting up with people we knew down there. Really cool, and it was a much calmer time, and I'm glad we did that. It was nice. But
I would have gone and found John Taffer and beat his ass for a minute, or at least screamed at him.
Who?
John Taffer, the guy from Bar Rescue.
Is he down there?
Yeah.
In Vegas, he hangs
Yeah.
out down there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd strangle that bitch. Scream at me.
Oh no, he's not there.
He might say he's from there. He ain't there.
He ain't there.
Anyway, continue your story. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I'm a little disoriented still. I lost my place.
Oh, holy Jesus.
It's been a long few days, Vince.
I believe you. Like, you probably jet lagged and shit in Curry.
Yeah. And I landed. I started doing drugs and shit. And this has been great.
I'm not going to be able to release this episode for 7 years.
It's okay. It's just me. Like, I didn't give you drugs. So you can say
You're fuck around and get me pissed at.
yeah. But, well, I'm absolving you. I
I've sinned.
I don't lie.
He don't lie. He's
He
not
don't
lying.
lie.
He's not told you a lie yet.
Yeah.
But I would love to go to Vegas at least once
Yeah.
and just sound like just for a day or two.
Yeah, I
You
would.
could not do a whole fucking week there.
Well,
you will
and
fucking like you will die or like you'll go bankrupt.
Exactly. Like that's what I was thinking. The only way you could do it is if you were literally spending some of the time in Vegas and then some of the time out around Vegas, like
Just go to the desert.
doing Southwest stuff
Yeah.
and like
You have to go see like
hiking
Hoover
or-
Dam and shit.
Yeah.
Which I kind of want to do anyway.
I drove over the Hoover Dam. It was scary as shit.
Really?
Yeah, there were trucks everywhere. It was really narrow. I was pissed off. It's great.
Was this on the original trip to fucking Oregon?
Yeah, because I stayed in Vegas the one
Mm-hmm.
time, but I literally had like my entire savings, like me and Hope's entire savings on us. And I was like, so we're going to stay in Las Vegas, but we're going to not go into Las Vegas and have a good time. And I just like sat outside this hotel and was like, this place is massive. I don't even like it anyways. And I like convinced myself I didn't want to be there and I didn't want to go there and this place is fucked up. Woke up the next morning, we did drive through the strip and took some pictures, but we didn't get out and walk it or anything. Driving there is fucked up too. That's all.
I guarantee it's fucked up.
Never take a cab. Always take an Uber or Lyft. Cabs are like 2.5 times the price of Uber.
Jesus.
And Lyft. It's crazy. But then we took pictures of the fountain when we drove through. Went to the hotel, crashed out. Woke up the next day, went to In-N-Out Burger, and then fucking left Vegas. And I was like, thank God we're gone. And then this time I was like actually able to enjoy it. By
Vegas.
the time I was leaving, I'm sitting in the airport like, I don't want to go. I just want to stay here and be a piece of shit for the next fucking 2 weeks.
I want to go do cocaine with a lady with feathers on her head
Right?
and a lizard tongue.
I want to walk the streets until 4 a.m. and it not be a big deal.
Yeah.
An officer just gives me a ride to my hotel instead of jail.
Oh, no. It's not 1970s. You still got to call the Uber. I'll tell you what was crazy.
Just don't break anything while you're drunk and you're all right.
We had a cab driver try to hustle a Lyft ride because we had called for a Lyft. And he was like, how much do they charge you? I do it for half price. And he was like, dead fucking serious. And we're like, oh, well, he's like $11, dude. He's like, I'll do it for 13. That's not half price. We're like, he's like, well, I'm here right now. And he's like, but we're going to tip you and stuff. Like, then it's like $15-17. He's like, we're just going to wait for the Lyft. He's like, come on, I'm here now. And we're like, nah, dude, we're good. Cabbies actively trying to steal Lyft and Uber things is hilarious to me.
They're pissed.
Oh, I know.
They hate
The
Uber
white
people.
man's come to take their job.
Well, no, there was not one.
You can't.
Every driver was a POC, person of color.
Were they Middle Eastern?
Also, they
No,
were
assuming.
there was. I can't remember. There was a couple.
See, I
there
assumed
was a Hispanic driver. He was awesome.
I
He was
always
so cool.
assumed that like most cabbies are Middle Eastern.
because you're racist.
That's a stereotype.
It is a stereotype.
It is a stereotype.
It's not racist. It's a
the-
stereotype. There's a
the-
distinct difference.
The one who tried to hustle us was definitely Middle Eastern of some descent. But
Oh,
the
probably.
one, the airport to fucking hotel trip, that's when I learned to not take the cabs at all because I tried to get an Uber at the airport, but my phone was having trouble connecting. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to take the cab. And the Ubers were like $11. The cab was like $28 fucking dollars to
my
the hotel.
God.
I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I would have rather rented a fucking car at this point.
right?
Like we're like 2/3 there. Like I'm pretty sure I could rent a car for like $47. So
Probably.
fucking
From Enterprise.
yeah,
There's
like
probably fucking 1,000 of them in Vegas.
yeah. But I didn't want to drive.
I'm gonna need a
No.
Ford Festiva. What you got?
Yeah. Oh, I'll take a Kia Rio or whatever those fucking two-door things are.
We were talking about Johnny Knoxville earlier.
Yeah.
One of the funniest things I've ever seen in my 32 years in this fucking planet was that opening scene from Jackass 1 where they rented that fucking car and turned it into a demolition derby car.
Yeah, and he drives it back onto that lot, and the look that guy.
Oh, they pull
gives
up on
him-
a fucking trailer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the trailer.
Because that thing ain't fucking moving. This is leaking antifreeze everywhere.
What did he say happened to it? He backed into something.
Yeah.
Did he say something like, "Oh, I think I backed into something"?
Yeah.
It's such a good bit.
That is a
And he's
really
like-
great bit.
And he didn't take out the insurance on it.
That was so. Do you remember some of the CKY movies?
Yes.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
remember when Bam rented that car and then tried to light the AM stereo on fire and then burnt the whole car up?
No, I don't. That sounds hilarious.
You don't remember that?
They love fucking with rental cars. That was a fucking that's a good gag, but I mean, Bam
Buy
just
the
loved fucking shit
$12
up.
full coverage insurance.
Yeah, buy
Fuck
the
this
coverage.
car. Mitch Hedberg say about that. He's like, "This is my emergency. Make the car smell funny." Stick. he said because he said he was renting cars and was driving around with the e-brake on.
Oh yeah. Oh holy shit! My e-brake snapped in my car.
Ew, really?
Yeah, it's just I was doing dumb shit. It snowed in Oregon and the roads were slick, so I was taking turns and pulling the e-brake, doing dumb shit. And I went around this turn and I was sliding, and then suddenly I just felt the snap in the brake handle, and I was like, oh, I hope I still have real brakes. But then I was like, oh, I'm sliding. I gotta make sure I correct myself first. And then I did have real brakes, and I was like, okay, it's just the e-brakes link that's broken. So
There
I'll,
goes
I'll
that.
never
I guess.
fix this.
Mine's broken too.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Oh, well.
You got park. You're all right.
You need the shit in. There's parts of Portland and parts of Seattle. Like, if you don't have your e-brake, you're fucked because you gotta park and use your e-brake, or your car will like slide down the hill
Yeah,
and
'cause
shit.
it's so steep.
Yeah, and
It's so steep.
if it's slick and your tires are bald, you remember all that shit in driver's ed about like cutting your wheel towards the
Yeah.
curb. You have to be on your shit with that in some parts of Portland and Seattle. It's crazy.
You have to do it here, like in mail trucks and shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Bad.
Like it fucking freezing rains here all the goddamn time now.
Yeah.
Like in the winter, it's just like it's that rain where it's like 36 degrees out, so like it's not snow, but as
Yeah.
soon as it hits the ground, it's like a thin sheet of ice. So like I know exactly what you're talking about, like parking on that incline, and all of a sudden it breaks loose. No shit.
Yeah. And that, oh man, and that fear, the fear
Oh,
when
that
that hits
ass
you.
clenching fucking terror.
Oh my god, when am I gonna stop? What am I gonna hit?
Like you can't stop inhaling.
Does it feel better if you're in a government vehicle and it's not your own personal property? Because I would feel so much better. I'd be like, fuck this shit. Who gives a fuck? Just don't get hurt. Just don't get hurt. Just don't get hurt.
Am I wearing my shoulder harness? Because if not, I'm not getting paid for this.
Yeah.
At least got to get it back on my body before anyone else gets here. I got to do it with what arm I have left.
How true is that though?
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a fuck if I was in one of those fucking mail trucks. Be like, as long as I don't get hurt.
Yeah.
I hope I
Like-
smash into this car right now.
What are they? And those things are, I mean, tanks. If they,
They
hit
are
a regular
tanks.
car,
Dude, I know.
they're like
Really?
sheet
I'm
metal.
gonna
I know a
fuck
kid
that
that-
car up though.
Yeah, we'll fuck that car up.
I know a kid that fucking rolled one over like a 10-foot embankment into a fucking creek and was at work the next day. He's up there hanging upside down with that fucking seatbelt.
I'm telling you what.
That's why they give that safety meeting every morning right there.
Shit ever hits the fan, you better fucking pony up with a couple of those. You better make that shit happen.
Oh, you can make some things move it like happen with one of those fucking things.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like small caliber ammunition goes tink off of that.
yeah.
Oh yeah, they did.
There ain't no
Definitely.
9mm shit getting through that. Boom boom. Fuck you.
Right?
It's a goddamn eagle on this thing. You gotta do better than that. That eagle means fuck you.
It's basically a shield.
Yes. I don't even need the ceiling or the fucking
How true is that? What the fuck would you even try? There's an eagle on this goddamn thing.
There's an eagle on this and it was made in the
Fuck
80s.
yourself.
It's steel.
Yeah. It looks like nothing you've ever seen. Like it's the only nothing else looks like that.
I walk out there every morning and go, this is the best you guys can do.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? Well,
I'll tell you what, it's not aerodynamic.
Yeah,
the
that's what I was
fleet
gonna
of
say.
them.
Yeah. You know what? I'll take $1 billion. And here's the thing. They fucking run forever.
They run for like you never see one broken down.
Yeah.
Oh, they're always
no.
broken down, dude.
Oh really?
Oh my god, it's so bad. But there's so
I wonder what
many.
kind of engine they have.
There
in
are
them.
so many.
I
That's
forget.
probably why you can't even tell.
Well, they just keep fucking lots of these things. And when something breaks, they go out there and they have vehicle fuck. They're called VMFs. I forget the M stands for them. It's vehicle something facility.
Motherfucker.
But yeah, vehicle motherfucking facility. But they take it and they'll have it back for you in like 2-3 days.
Wow.
Like that's like blown up engine, transmissions ripped out of it. Like, because that
Whatever.
shit just happens. I've had transmissions that fucking done.
I just want to know if like literally every engine in those things is the same.
Yes.
That's crazy because then when they train people to repair them and shit like that, literally they're just doing the same repairs and using the same parts all the time, and it probably makes it hella cheap for them to.
There's
fucking,
different versions of these fucking things.
Yeah, is there?
There's bigger versions of like the normal mail truck you see, and they were made in like the mid '90s, and then or late '90s rather, and then now we have like vans that you can stand up in. Those are fucking stupid.
Like, almost like UPS truck ish.
No, like an Astro van, but like you can stand up and walk into the back of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
I want an Astro van.
Yeah,
That I can walk in.
but
Yeah.
it's because like it's to accommodate our growing fucking parcel delivery thing.
Yeah.
So the mail's shrinking, and we're basically gonna be fucking UPS.
Package. Yeah.
Whatever. Strike a deal with Amazon, make it work.
Flat rate's awesome. I
Fuck
mean,
yeah.
I do normally ship stuff UPS, but flat rate is like
If you could fit it in that stupid fucking box.
Oh yeah, it's going flat rate.
Dude, I'll get those fucking boxes that are the size of like a VCR tape, and it weighs like 15 pounds. What did you put in here?
Don't worry about it. No, I just go to the machines. I don't even talk to anyone. I
It's
just
like
go to the machines.
It just feels like it's full of ball bearings.
Right?
Shit.
Quit asking questions, Vince.
It's ripping open.
I'm pretty sure one time I sent beer back, and you're not supposed to send beer back. Yeah. Yeah. So
Did you bitch that?
no,
It didn't come back?
no, it didn't come back.
Wow, you must have packaged it good.
He normally did.
That's what I do for a living, package shit. So I did pack it pretty good.
Well, dude, we just dealt with something not too long ago where this dude fucking shipped meat.
What?
Not only did he ship the fucking meat, it got lost.
Oh no, that's not good.
And it was just in a styrofoam cooler inside this fucking box.
No,
And then we're like,
the fuck.
now when we asked you if you had anything, like hazardous or
Perishable, yeah.
perishable, like, you said no.
Yeah, you said no. Was he pissed?
He was pissed because he paid fucking like express, and it fucking didn't get there, because there was fucking meat in it.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
He's like, I want my fucking $46 back. Then we're like, no.
No, you can't send meat. That's why we ask you those questions. is You
He
can't.
didn't
do
know what
that.
the word fucking perishable meant. Also, don't fucking mail meat, you son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
it's just like.
Don't mail meat.
So, but you know what? Omaha Steaks mails meat, but they freeze it and they package it with dry ice, and it's good for
Accordingly.
like fucking 10 days. If it gets lost or something, it's fine.
And I don't deliver it. A parcel delivery service delivers that.
Yeah. Yes. Because they're a little. UPS will actually like ship handguns and shit like that.
Yeah.
According to like you got to do certain shit, but they do like firearm shipping and things like that. That the USPS is like, nope, don't fucking send that shit.
We don't have the Second Amendment here. Dude, they'll mail oranges all goddamn day, like in a bag. Like I can see the oranges, and it has a shipping label on it. Okay.
What? The postal service will ship
Yes.
oranges. Who the fuck is shipping oranges?
Who is shipping?
There's a company that priority ships oranges.
Jesus Christ. That's so weird to me.
I mean, like, what are you really out if it goes bad or gets fucked up?
but
You're out
isn't
a
there
bag
an
of oranges.
easier way to get oranges? Like,
Yeah, the grocery store.
But-
Except when you want fucking Florida goddamn nectarines.
I want my specific brand of oranges.
Yes. It's
Jesus
usually just
Christ.
old people that fucking... They're snowbirds. They go there in fucking winter.
Yeah.
Well, I need my oranges all summer. No, you don't. You just want to impress your fucking neighbors.
These are my Florida oranges that I mailed.
I give him one out of each
from
bag.
Florida.
He
I
loves
give
them.
him one out of each bag.
It's like a treat for him.
Thanks for the fucking 40-cent orange I could have got from fucking
The store.
the
I
store.
literally have
dickhead.
the same bag in my house. I got it at Walmart.
Dude, you can find sun-kissed oranges anywhere. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
That's exactly what the fuck they are. They're like the same shit. Like, but I don't know. My boss went to Florida and she came back with like a bag of fucking blood oranges that might have been the most delicious orange I've ever put in my fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Oh my
Blood
god,
orange.
it melted.
Blood orange is kind of ridiculous.
They're delicious.
Oh. Yeah, so there's definitely some shit down there, but they're probably not mailing it.
Yeah.
It's probably someone at like a facility just goes to a store and grabs a bag of oranges and mails it to you.
Oh,
What if
hell
there's
yeah.
just people like?
It says Florida on it.
What if there's just people out there like? What won't they mail? Let's like
Just
let's just
testing
get
the
a bag of
waters.
oranges and fucking slap a shipping label on it and see how far. Is there anything perishable in this bag?
No.
No.
It's a
It's a
risk.
bag of oranges.
I can see the oranges.
Yeah.
Sir, I can see the oranges.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
There was a fucking brand of I don't know, it might have been like protein powder or some shit that was shipping their stuff in a burlap bag.
Why?
I don't know,
Shit. Second time.
but I can tell you how fucking psyched I was to handle that goddamn burlap bag in August when I'm covered in sweat. Now I have fucking burlap all over my sweaty skin. I itch it.
Itchy.
I itch everywhere, and now you're not getting your cable bill for a week.
Yeah.
I'm fucking. That's illegal as fuck. But
Yeah.
I want to.
Sometimes.
I want to.
Thanks for the burlap.
UTF.
Put the cable bill like inside the burlap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Good
make you
luck.
touch it.
Yeah.
Here, it's all wet from me.
Here's some moist.
Yeah, here's what you get. Here's some moist. If you're a big enough dickhead to order a fucking protein powder that comes in a burlap bag, you deserve my sweat.
Peanut butter, protein powder, and sweat. Delicious.
Why is their mail always wet? I don't know. You see my protein powder?
Protein powder.
Ugh, these bastards.
Yeah, but seriously, like, what? Can I just start? No, I'm not going to say this because Vince will be upset. I'm about to just start seeing what I can mail.
Do it. Anything under 50 pounds. I'm gonna start mailing bricks to people. It's just gonna have. It's not gonna
Yeah,
be.
bricks.
It's not gonna be packaged. It's gonna have a ship like a fucking tracking label on it. And an
That's what I'm
address.
saying.
Like
That's what
fucking
you gotta do.
26 bars of soap. Just fucking mail that.
That dude, I have soap. Like Amazon brings me fucking body wash like regularly.
2 cans of soup.
Someone brings me razor blades.
Dead cat.
In a live cat.
And a live. Is there something perishable in here? Yes.
Not anymore.
It is already perished.
Sir, it is alive.
Oh.
It is just perished.
You should start a taxidermy business and
Shit.
start shipping things in like
Expiration-
glass containers. It's always just looking at people.
Slap and slip and shipping sticker.
The cat.
Taxidermied cat. Oh my god, I have to handle this fucking thing. I'm not touching it.
It won't fit in the mailbox.
I have to break its leg to get it in there.
Just put it on top.
Why the fuck would you have its tail up like that? That broke like a candle.
I had to fracture its leg to get it in the mailbox.
I had to bend it a little bit. Sorry.
They pull it out of there. It's
Fucking paw fell off.
Just trying to move a leg, and it's just like, just snaps right the fuck off.
It's wax skeleton. They stretched its new hide over. Fucking is melting in their mailbox in the August heat. So now they get back into their cat's pelt. wrapped around something that resembles a bowling ball. Like a flat basketball covered in fur.
A pelt. A flat basketball.
I just lot of people just like.
It looks like it's deflated.
What if someone just collects fucking cat pelts? Some motherfuckers just like. He just skins cats. I'll make boots out of it.
From now on,
I haven't tried hats yet, but that's next.
Whenever I ship
Tiny
anything to
t-shirts, I
anyone,
make
I'm going to
real
write cat pelts on it.
Tiny jackets.
Cat
For
clothes.
other cats.
It's cat skin jackets for dogs.
Oh my god.
Oh. But yeah, don't mail taxidermied pets.
Think about some motherfucker that's seriously skinning cats all the time.
Oh,
That's just it's a good one.
I trade these on
He
eBay.
just pulls over on the side of the road, just like shit. There's a good one. It sounds like ran over cats. It's a good pelt.
I could see him
Where's he
getting
throwing the
pulled
cats?
over and a cop searching his trunk and it's just nothing but cat pelts, but you just let him go because whatever life's done to him to bring him to this point.
Hey, why is there a giant pile of dead cats in your backyard? Skinned dead cats.
I just imagine them very well, like preserved and
Well, and that's
like a fine hide.
That's one of those cases where it's like you never want to have to say, "I swear they were already dead when I got them."
right.
Like that's like,
Are you murdering cats?
Mm-mm.
Why are
no,
you
they were
sca-
dead when I found them.
I just take their pelts. I like to. I like to take. I make.
I like to rub them
I
on my
make kitten
skin.
mittens out of them and actual tiny cats for tiny coats for cats.
in need.
I make smaller cats for the
Oh God.
I hurt. My face hurts.
Cat jackets.
Oh my god.
No, I want to write that on like any package I ship, just like cat pelts. Like, regardless of what it is, like I saw something on eBay.
Quantity 12. 12 cat pelts.
12 pelts.
Who's order just like
14 femurs.
Cat femurs.
No, don't be that descriptive. Just leave it up to leave it up to the,
But it's only the size of a shoebox. You're like, oh shit.
These are small femurs.
I need a dozen cat pelts.
Doesn't cat.
Give me a baker's dozen.
It's like you're ordering like donuts and shit.
I'll take the one with sprinkles on it and the.
Oh God.
Oh.
My face fucking hurts from fucking laughing at the cat pelt.
Yeah, it was an injury.
My goodness. We've done our hour and a half, man.
Oh boy.
I don't think we're topping cat pelts.
No, that was good.
You know what's going to top cat pelts? Cat piss.
Cat piss.
Gross. Well, dude, thank you for
That's
doing this
fucking-
every single time you come in.
I love doing this. It's just like sitting around and talking with headphones on and just bullshitting. It's fun and easy.
That's
and
all
it's
we
good
do.
time.
It's not-
It's a fun hobby that requires no talent.
Yeah.
Other than being
requires-
able to hold a conversation.
Well, I
Requires
mean,
no talent.
there's some shit going on here.
It's
There's
okay.
there's some shit going on here.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'm developing a talent.
And but it's more than that because there's a shed around you guys that's pretty fucking cool. There's a lot of things going on here.
There's some
It's
moving
pretty-
parts.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, both of you,
Look at us go.
both y'all dicks.
Look at us.
But
Fucking big dick swinging over here.
I sucked him off enough the other day, so
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, thanks for the fucking hand job right now, Chris.
Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
really appreciate it. I mean, we needed it.
Yeah?
My confidence is down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
You just fucking stroked our confidence and put your finger up our butts.
Yeah.
got
Yeah,
our
that's the
confidence-
services
Finger
I
in the
provide.
butthole
Confidence
blowjob
is
right
butt.
there.
Right there.
That's the services I provide.
This is nasty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. This episode's called The Rusty Trombone. We'll see you next week, fuckface.
Bye.